And Ukraine's Western allies have made a strong show of support this week, but the war rages on. CNN's Rafael Romo spoke to the so-called Ukrainian mother of drones, who is teaching troops how to use technology to get an advantage on the battlefield.
It's been more than 800 days since Russia invaded Ukraine, a war that seems far from being over.
Both leaders will now sign an historic new bilateral security agreement.
Last week, Ukraine and the United States signed a bilateral security agreement on the sidelines of the Group of Seven summit in Italy. It was yet another sign of hope for Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky as he tries to rally Western powers to continue to help his country fight a war where his armed forces are greatly outnumbered. Zelensky is not the only Ukrainian asking the world for help.
For me, war started not in 2022, but when Russia invaded my country for the first time.
Marija Bерлінська is not only a veteran, but an activist who founded Victory Drones, a project with the goal of training every member of Ukraine's military in the use of drones and cybersecurity, among other technological skills.
Supplying technologies, how to use these drones, how to use radios, tablets, Starlinks, and, you know, the whole ecosystem of technologies. To protect ourselves, to protect civilians.
How many drone pilots have you trained so far, and what exactly do they learn in your program?
We trained more than 65,000 people. We believe that our soldiers are gaining time not only for our families, but we protect democracies and human rights and human values for our whole Western civilization.
Berlinska's impact has been so profound that some are now calling her the Ukrainian mother of drones, but she says she remains focused on providing technological training and more drones to her country's armed forces. That equipment, she says, is not only used in the battlefield, but also in rescue operations, for example, to find people trapped under the rubble after a Russian missile attack. According to Victory Drones, on-site training takes place in cooperation with the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. Earlier this year, CNN witnessed how effectively drones can be used by Ukrainians against their enemy.
Ukrainians are more than ready to protect themselves and protect whole Western civilization. They only ask, just please support us with instruments, with tools. Please give us howitzers, ammunition. Please give us F-16s.
The only remaining question, Bерлінська says, is whether the world will heed the warning. If Russia succeeds in Ukraine, she says, it's only a matter of time before Putin makes the decision to invade another country and Western powers are dragged into war. Rafael Romo, CNN Atlanta.